Hi everyone, another nappy that you might get in my packs at the workshops is the Cherub tree nappy. So there's lots of different colours of them, this is just one, so not guaranteed the colour, but if you got one of these nappies in your pack, then I'm just going to show you how it works so you can understand all the bits and pieces about the nappy. So again, the Cherub tree nappy is a pocket nappy, so that means we've got our waterproof on the outside. So I'll just take these out for a moment. We've got our waterproof on the outside, we've got our liner on the inside, and then there's a wee pocket where the absorbency goes. Now, the Cherub tree nappy also comes with two different inserts. So one is microfiber and one is hemp. So two different fabrics, and that's actually really good because I often find a combination of fabrics works really well, especially if you're looking at nighttime absorbency as well. But to start with, for a newborn, we don't need two inserts, we just need one. And I always have a preference for natural fabrics, so I would probably choose the hemp one. And so we grab our insert and we're going to pop it inside our nappy. So you don't need two inserts. Again, as I've said in previous videos, if you put two in, the poor baby's legs will be splayed so far apart. Newborn babies don't need that much absorbency. They're getting changed really frequently, so they just need one absorbent pad to start with. Now on the front of our Cherub tree, again, we've got our birth to potty nappy with the domes. So this is for our adjustment up and down. So to start with, we'll do it on the newborn setting. So we dome it down to the bottom one, like so. And then that again shortens the height of the nappy, so now it's a little bit shorter. Now with our Cherub tree, what we're going to do is for a newborn, we're going to pull it up between their thighs, and we have a set of domes across the front. So again, remembering this little grab, so you grab it where the domes are, you pull it up, and then you roll the top over the top. So this gives us the right shape for the leg right here. So then the wings would wrap around the baby, and we grab our domes. Now again, with the domes, there's one side that has more domes on it than the other side. So we want this side first because this gives us a good extra adjustment. And we're going to bring that across and dome it up. And then we bring the other side across and we're going to dome that right up across the front of the first one. So you can see it makes the waist really small. So this is our little setup for our newborns. It's very cute, isn't it? Making sure that our little top part is popped up, it gives a nice little fit around the thighs. And with just the one insert, you can see it's not very bulky. If I tried to put both in there at the same time to put on a newborn, it would be huge. So then as the baby grows, of course, we've got a lot of adjustment here as well. So we can move out to all these dome positions along the outside, and of course we undo our domes here. So that gives us a greater height. And as they get older, you might want to use the two inserts, as I said, so that gives you more absorbency. Now I am going to give you a tip which differs from the advice that they give you on the sheet when you get the nappy. If you're going to use the two inserts together, it always works best if you put the natural fabric on the top closest to the baby's skin, and then the microfiber or synthetic underneath. So when stuffing the pocket, you have the natural on the top, so it goes in that way, and the synthetic underneath. So you stuff your pocket, and the natural fabric you want to be closest to the skin. Basically because when a natural fabric it has downward pressure put on it. So for example, if you were trying to clean up the bathroom because you had a spill, if you put a towel down, a cotton towel or a natural towel, you stomp up and down on it to make it absorbent, which will suck all the liquid into the towel. If you just put the towel on it, it takes ages. So that downward pressure helps to collect the water in the natural fabric. With a synthetic towel, if you throw it down, it will absorb it into it, but as soon as you grab it and put pressure on it, it releases liquid. So by putting the natural on the top, hopefully you're not losing me here, but by putting the natural on the top and the synthetic underneath, what happens is if the baby sits down, the downward pressure will make the natural fabric sort of push down and absorb, and then underneath the microfiber will draw very quickly through. But I always found the natural on top of synthetic is a much better option for when you're combining them, because if you put the synthetic on top and they sit down, it squishes out. So do it like that, have a go, see what, you might prove me wrong, I don't know, but that's what I've found with the science of fabrics. And then with washing them, of course, you must take the inserts out, so both pieces can be washed together, but they need to be separated. So that's quite important. But really simple nappy, really. It's not hard to use. You could use the nappy, you can't use it with the microfiber on the top there, because that will be too absorbent, it will make this child's skin all dry, so we can't just use that. But because the hemp is natural, you could just put that on the top and then put the nappy on the baby if you want to. It doesn't have to go inside the pocket, and that gives you the benefit of the hemp against the skin, but not the microfiber. Microfiber must go inside the pocket. I hope that's as clear as mud for you. But yeah, so that's the Cherub tree nappies that we have in the packs. If you've got any more questions, please feel free to pop your questions underneath the video, and I'll answer as soon as I can. Join me on Instagram, Facebook, check out my website and find out more, and keep watching all the videos, because there's still quite a few videos to come. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you again shortly. Bye.